I want to prove that. Let me demonstrate how accurate it could be with the super difficult GRE questions. So hold on a second. I want to get that. I wanna be that way. No, I don't. I actually really agree. I want to demonstrate. Friday 봐봐. 내가 여기서 GRE difficult 한 거 보여줄게. 진짜 모르는 거 없어. 진짜예요. 이거 해볼게 일단. 상관없어요. While we're staying in bar, what a range is this ostentation. 이게 정답이고, though equal rich prefer more. Understated. E, Y, F가 정답이에요. My answer is A and F. Why? Because Bernard, he actually, had a very lavish and opulent way of living, so it's A. But, equally rich, someone else would really like to remain less notified. Let's check the answer.
Do things a bit differently for this video, and embarrassed his nephew more something lifestyle. So I'm expecting the opposite of ostentatious, which is not opulent. That again means rich and showing off. Libertine, so it's understated. The opposite of
Okay,
showing off.
then that's it, right? 이거는 쉬운 문제죠? 여기서 동영상에서 어려운 거 할 거예요. 왜냐면은 사람들 여기 지금 문제집 없어요. 나 돈도 없고. 여기 있는 거 풀 거예요. 진짜 한 번도 본 적 없어요. 사람들이 자꾸 빨리 못 고른다 해서 짜증나. 그건 아니에요. 지금 독일어 하기 책 사기 전에 이걸로 하는 거예요. No, I'm really great. I don't mind. No, nein, danke nicht. Precarious, no. All during the financial advisor presentation and investment, the answer is disabuse. Disabuse and the steadfast. During the financial advisor presentation, Laura repeatedly tried to disabuse, to let him realize the truth, the Donovan, because he was more like disillusioned, but Donovan was very much full of his beliefs of steadfast. Disabuse and the steadfast is really the answer.
Advisor's presentation on investment options blank in his note. It doesn't really work. So we have Laura here. She's trying to. Why would she be doing that? Because we've underlined positive impression. That's Donovan. That's what Donovan already thinks. We're at the bottom. Well, we're not convincing someone who has positive impression, or Laura's not. We don't want Donovan to have a positive impression, but we're trying to sway him. We're trying to sway him from that positive impression. And so therefore, if you look at sway itself is not necessarily a negative word, but we only have this disabuse, and we're going to come back to that in a moment. So you go to the second blank. So Donovan, however, was blank in his convictions. Because of this, however, and because of this to no avail, we can see that Donovan did not change his mind. He was steady and constant in his convictions.
됐죠? 내가 남들보다 진짜 못 푸는 거 아니거든. No, I'm not lying. 진짜예요. 그럼 이거 해보자. 아, 이거는 답이 나와 있네. Advanced one. Okay. I love it.
Hello, this is Chris and Magoosh.
희재 말고, 씨.
That kind of sound. There were
Oh, strategy. Okay.
needs. And you can
But
see
you're
how
really the
well,
person.
that's perfect.
Oh, I never really know who that person was. The question.
Text completion questions. If now it's regarded as...
Can we have a choices right now? Oh yeah. Let me actually see that. She doesn't really said anything to me. What we now regard as a great work of American literature was virtually ignored when it was first published, but it was not until many years later Melvin's achievement in war celebrated. My answer is ignored and celebrated.
So, here's our ABC, and let's match them against recognized. The first match for recognized, so in this case, the best choice is that second one. So we have ignored, and then it was celebrated.
너무 쉬운 거잖아요. 미안해요. 너무 쉬운 거예요. Tricky question. Tricky 해볼게요. 왜냐면 tricky 내가 여기서 맞춰볼게. 맞출 수 있는지 보세요. Tricky GRE sentence completion. 아 이거 내가 했잖아요. 이거 하자.
Welcome to Target GRE 2020.
Oh really? The hardest one? Okay. I'll do it.
Because the choice who attempt
Okay, 이거 진짜 해볼게요. Hardest 진짜 어려운 거래요. Novelist devotes so much time to beat a description of a character's clothes that the reader soon feels such a blank concern, although worthy of attention have superseded any more literary era. Sartorial. Such a sartorial concerns, although worthy of attention, have superseded any more direct literary aims. 여기서는 sartorial 돼야겠네요. 왜냐면 옷이 돼야 되니까. Clothing.
when they gave it to people in their survey or whatever, however they compiled that data. No. And then they looked at tutorialments. If you do great, but they probably didn't. Remember, this is the guy who got it wrong. Easy for your brain to make that kind of, and then
Right? Yeah. Irrelevant, such an irrelevant notice, right? Fashion irrelevant. Oh yeah, I didn't get it wrong. 또 있어? 어려운 거? Yeah, sartorial is really the answer.
choices, and the robot is basically going to think, well, look, do I or do I not have support for the word I'm picking, and where is that support exactly? And you know, if you thought irrelevant was corrected first, the only thing you really might have had to go on was superseded any more directly literary aims, but that's not really good enough to give us irrelevant. It would have to be more clear. Plus, we've got the worthy of attention. Plus, we've got the continuation of we're talking about the closed description still. So I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. It should teach you some valuable lessons to look
So
at.
the answer is a D or a sartorial, right? I got it. Was it really the hardest one? To me, it was really easy. 이건 그냥 쉬운데요? 단어만 알면 되는데.
It's both of those choices. If something's worthy of attention, it's not irrelevant and it's not frivolous. So we can't pick those. So we're left with
나는 되게
sartorial.
쉽게 sartorial 했는데.
That's correct.
Yeah, I got it. Fred, can you solve it? I actually picked out the sartorial really quickly because to me it's really easy. Why? Because this novelist spent so much time depicting or providing descriptive illustrations about garments. So to me, this type of blank concerns, although it's irrelevant, but we have a more specified one. This type of sartorial, superficial description, we have a more much more accurate one. That's a sartorial. Although definitely, it's worth notifying. But the thing is, they have changed the sequential. They have changed the order because these were secondary issue, but somehow realized other literary purposes were somehow be seized by that. Oh, I got it. Was that really difficult? I think you were guessing. 해보자. It was hard to offer anything new in the domain of self-help books. So his new books was the same. Critics took no time in labeling it as Beano. 베인올이 맞네요. 정답 D예요.
This question states, it was hard to offer anything new in the domain of self-help books, and his new book was the same. Critics took no time in labeling it as dash. To fill blanks,
이거 쉬운
the
거야.
first step always is to visualize, that is, to read the complete text, to absorb just the topic and the flow of content. This text talks about the domain of self-help books and the label given by critics to a new book. Next, we specify the blank expression, which here is critics took no time in labeling it as dash. Further, we specify the direct or indirect relationships of each of the blank expressions. Here, the blank expression is independent with a semicolon before it, indicating a synonymous relationship between the blank expression and the rest of the sentence. The rest of the sentence itself has two independent expressions separated by a comma.
So what is the answer?
And into the book. Labels should such a guess to eliminate options and get to
Yeah, or no original, that's a Beano.
the
So I got it again, right?
something.
이거는 또 역시 쉬운 거죠, 그죠? 아, 또 쉬운 거죠, 그치? 그 다음에 내가 다 맞은 문제 그냥 아까 사진 찍어서 보내볼게요. 이것도 나 아주 쉽게 맞았지?
Guys, happy new.
마구 씨도 진짜 내가 맞았죠?
Showing off and having ostent.
난 다 풀었어요, 이거. I really got this correct too. 진짜 쉽게 맞췄어요. 비디오 있어요. 처음 풀어요. 1 hour 그런 적 없어요. 이것도 난 너무 쉽게 풀었지? 거짓말 안 치고 나 이거 너무 쉽게 풀었지? 비디오 진짜 있어요. 비디오에 다 올려놨어요. 그리고 이거 어렵대요.
Guys,
근데 이건 난 어려운 건 아닌데 왜 어렵다고 하는지 좀 이해가 안 돼. 너무너무 쉽게 풀었어요. 이거 다 맞았어요. 먼저 풀어보세요. You should try. 근데 좀 쉬워요. 좀 쉬울 거예요, 프레드릭한테. 많이 쉬울 거예요. 근데 진짜 다 맞았어요. 아주 쉽게. 정말이에요. 비디오 올릴게요.